Here at Murphy Christmas Lighting, we're going to go over how to prep a custom-made wreath. We're going to put the mini lights in there. Gracie's already done it. It's going to be pure white and red, as well as we're going to put a 18-inch bow on this 48-inch wreath. This one's from Dekra-Lite. We're going to go over how to attach this bow properly so it doesn't rotate or fall down, and then also putting some wire so that you can anchor it and hang it up on a concrete screw. So to start off, you have a structural bow. This one's from Dekra-Lite. It's actually really nice because it has grommets down at the bottom, so you could also pin these tails that are on there. It's a structural bow, so it has all this wire in it, and you want to make sure you fluff that out. What I like to do is get these two wires out first, and then turn the wreath completely around. From there's sections of greenery. This is, you can see right here, and the lights kind of keep them together, but what you want to do is put this right up against this frame. This wreath comes from Christmas Designers Pro Christmas line. We also have these Pro Christmas, which comes from Christmas Designers, in here as well, to make the candy cane. But what you want to do is kind of separate them out a little bit and find this hinge. We like these wreaths because this is more like heavy duty type gauge instead of like super light and then they bend and morph a little bit. So you're gonna pretty much put these two wires together, and this is how just we do it here at Murphy Christmas Lighting. There's a couple different ways to do it, and you want to get this nestled up nice and tight right here. From there, you get the other side, same thing, put it through. So one thing is you don't want to go down with it, because then the bow will sag and go down. You want to go high. You want to go high with it, and you want to go to these outside. That way this bow, instead of it going down like this, from it being down here, it wants to stay up high and tight. And then also if you put these in and you were to twist them, which sometimes people try to do, then it starts rotating this way. So you want to come nice, high and tight, nestled in. And then all I do is twist this around here, and you just want to get it binding. This way, if you ever have to replace the wreath, it's also not super tangled or anything like that. This one, again, make sure it's nestled in, outside. Now you can flip it on around. As you can see, this bow is nice and tight. Doesn't want to go this way. Doesn't want to rotate any like that. So then you're going to take your hands in here and you're going to force these out. Now this is why you buy a quality bow, is because they have all these grommets. They even have grommets up here. That way you can take these bristles, put them in, and just fold them back. This helps also to keep the wreath in place. So when you do the wire on the back that way, it helps keep it in place. But then when you put these through here, this bow really doesn't want to go anywhere. From there is, I see the tails done a couple different ways. I see people, they fold them, make a nice look like that. We just like to keep it nice and straight. We let them free fall to where they want to go, and then we try not to force a position in on it. And we'll take this and just bend it back just a little bit. And this is in those high wind situations where your bow wants to kind of flop around or move. And then the next thing is to turn it on and see how it looks. Looks like a bow to me. All right, now we're gonna go over how to set wire up on a wreath so that way it doesn't kind of come off of a wall or anything like that. I see a lot of people just set a screw and then just hang the wreath, and it just uses this frame right here. A little bit of wind and everything, it's just gonna fall off. It's a ticking time bomb when it's gonna fall off. So this is how we do it here at Murphy Christmas Lighting. We just buy this galvanized steel wire, 25 pound, 110 feet of it. You can get this at Home Depot. This is just what we find that works. Definitely at least this gauge. You could definitely go higher, but we keep these on all of our trailers and our trucks. So with this is, you're gonna take some out. You don't wanna be too short. You'd rather have more than not enough. And so you cut this. And then what I like to do just with these wreaths, you can go to the outside here. There's these holes as well that are right here. But this whole wreath kind of folds and collapses for storage. We don't store it that way. We just keep it just like this. But you can put it through these holes right here, or you put it the outside. I'm gonna do the outside just for just a general consensus across all wreaths. So what you do is get you a nice little loop right here. And this is where it's gonna hang up. You wanna be able to get just enough to where when you twist it, it creates this right here. Now you can keep going and tighten it up and get it nice, more and more tighter. And the reason why you kind of want it a little bit tighter is just because if it sticks out too long, then you have this wire like on the monument of a HOA or something like that, that screws there, and then you can see the hook. So from there is you want to be able to take these, and same thing is kind of just circle around and get that binding at least one time. And not get the wreath. And then from there, I try to bring it in and do a twist tie right here. That way it binds in 1, 2, 3 spots. From there, you can tuck it in or just cut off the excess. Then when you hang the wreath, I like to create a nice loop like this, leave it like this, so it's just easy to throw up and attach to up on the monument. But once it starts hanging, gravity's gonna fall and it's gonna start pinching. And that's what this does, is it kind of hangs there and it binds up against that screw. A lot better than this rolled piece. This one's gonna make it where it stays on the monument. So to us at Murphy Christmas Lighting, this is how we do it. We have this wire anchor point here. Then we have the wreath. This one's custom made. And then we have a high-end decorative bow, structural bow. All bows need to be structural. And that's how you do it.
I am now.
You know how the director's chair, they do like this, they go, woohoo! You know how they do that?
They're like action films, you know?